I'm happy to introduce you to a short live performance from Jeremy Bailey, who will be here not personally but telepresently, as he is still based in Canada, Toronto, and he describes himself as the famous new media artist, and he created this persona of being a very, very busy artist, and he cannot travel everywhere at the same time physically. So fortunately, he invented the master-slave Invigilator system, where the slaves that can be present without his physical presence, and they are hybrid bodies, they are hybrid personas, they are a female body and a male head. They are virtual and physical at the same time. And Jeremy Bailey's project was one of the very first projects we developed within the Connecting Cities project. It was within the Networked City 2013. And we connected the slaves from Brussels to Liverpool simultaneously. So his slaves were walking around the streets of Molenbeek and Brussels, and at the same time through the streets of Liverpool, connecting the people, the citizen, involving them into discussions and dialogues, and at the same time connecting them via physical borders and creating an intercultural dialogue. It was on one hand French, on the other hand English, and simultaneously speaking with both audiences. And we also showed him in Dessau in Germany, which is a smaller city in eastern Germany, and not a typical audience for art. So it was a very nice and mobile performance, and now you see Jeremy approaching us on stage. So please give an applause for Jeremy Bailey. Jeremy, hello. Hi, how are you? How is it to be in Brussels?
Hi, Yasmin, thank you. Hello, are you there?
Can you hear him?
There you are. There's a little bit of a connection difficulty there.
Jeremy, how is it to be back in Brussels?
Oh, I'm so excited to be here. I want to first thank you for having me. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm just so excited to be here for Connecting Cities. I'm a famous new media artist. Being here in Brussels, at the center of Europe, the capital of Europe, it's so exciting to be among where all of the power is, with all the powerful people. I can see the audience is full of powerful people. All of Europe is brought together here. It's exciting to celebrate connecting cities as an idea in a place that's connecting all of Europe. And it's bringing artists and arts organizations together. And I get to come here again in this beautiful woman's body. Today, my slave Julie and my beautiful assistant Melody were a union of man, woman, and technology. And I'm coming to you from the comfort of my home in Canada as this body, which I call the master-slave Invigilator system. It reinvents slavery as something that's positive, that helps the arts. It allows me to be in all kinds of places at once from the comfort of my home in Canada. It's wonderful. I'm traveling. I'm with you in person. It's just like the real thing, really. I encourage you all to appear this way. It's just marvelous. So to be honest, though, I'm a little bit troubled at what I've been seeing lately in Europe. It sort of doesn't represent that kind of connecting. I'm seeing countries talking about leaving the union. People are arguing about who is spending more money and about who gets more or less refugees. It feels like Europe isn't as representative of the union, the spirit of coming together, and I feel like that, I'd like to come here today and help you guys connect with one another. That's what Connecting Cities is all about, right?
Yes. So Jeremy, you will be back tonight at 6 and you will wander with us through the streets of Molenbeek. What do you expect tonight?
Yeah, so today we're in Molenbeek, and this is a part of Brussels that I find I've just had a wonderful time here. I've danced with children in the streets. We've played games. I've chased after women and had beers with men. I've done all kinds of fun and exciting things. But it's been singled out recently in the news in a way that I find a little bit troubling as a home for terrorism, which is absolutely false. I've never felt that way. And that kind of finger pointing, it's really pulling Brussels apart, pulling Europe apart, when we should be coming together. The opposite should be happening. And so, frankly, what I've experienced through my camera feed, of course I haven't been there in person, has been, it's been a wonderful place. So in the spirit of Connecting Cities, I'm hoping later you could all join me around 6 p.m. We're going to reconnect with this beautiful part of Europe, this beautiful part of Brussels, this beautiful, beautiful part of city, Molenbeek. And I'm going to do a little walk, or let's call it a dance through the neighborhood. We're going to go meet people. We're going to fall in love with this great place again. We're going to connect. And I encourage you to come connect with me. Come dance. Let's dance, actually. I was doing some research on the area, and in 15th century Europe, there was this weird sickness. They called it a dancing plague that swept this area, well, all of Europe, really. And people would come from all over to Molenbeek to cure this dancing plague. It was actually apparently a terrible form of epilepsy. But regardless, they danced over a bridge to a nearby church, and it got me thinking, dancing, that's actually not a sickness, it's a cure. It's a cure to the feeling of being disconnected. So I'm hoping I'll come out with me and we'll dance together in the streets with the people of Molenbeek, that we'll come together again and we'll repair Europe together. That's my goal. So come together.
Great. We're going to dance with you now. Bye. Bye-bye. Great. So we're going to have a 10 minutes break, get some drinks and snacks, and we're going to be back in 10 minutes. Thank you, Jeremy.